And what was I thinking of? Yes, now potential driver moves. Max Verstappen and Matt Carlos Sainz. This is what I thought was going to happen. Newey goes to Ferrari. Max and Shaw's team at Ferrari. Yeah, I think you forgot that Lewis has got a contract with Ferrari, though. Maybe 2027? Who knows? But yeah, I mean, Max Verstappen. I mean, we all heard about his dad lashing out at Christian Horner a couple of months ago over the allegations saying that Christian should resign. I mean, now, obviously, next year, Red Bull probably will continue to have the best car due to the fact it will be an Adrian Newey designed car, and it will be the last year of these current regulations. But the thing is, though, obviously, Max Verstappen will be concerned about 2026 and what the car will be like without Adrian Newey's input. And it has to be said that Adrian Newey, he's not a hands-on type of technical designer, he does draw up the blueprint for what the car is like, and his input has been absolutely fundamental. Without Adrian Newey in Formula One, the likes of Damon Hill, Jacques Villeneuve, Mika Hakkinen, Sebastian Vettel, and I think Nigel Mansell would have probably never won a single world championship. That is how fundamental he has been to so many drivers' career. He is a kingmaker. That is what Adrian Newey is. I mean, so yeah, understandably, I mean, there's been talks that Max Verstappen is most likely going to go to Mercedes, but oh right, Hamilton loses his seat if Max says he wants to drive for Ferrari. That is going to be very expensive if Max turns up on knocks his knuckles on the Ferrari's door, because Ferrari are going to have to pay a huge compensation package to Lewis Hamilton, who of course has already announced that he's going to depart from Mercedes at the end of this year. I mean, that will literally leave Lewis Hamilton in a situation where he might be forced to announce his retirement. And I mean, of course, I know some people would be happy if Lewis just disappeared from Formula One altogether. But the thing is, though, like, if Mercedes do manage to find a replacement for Lewis Hamilton in the next few months, and then Max decides to knock on the door and take Lewis Hamilton's seat, let's just say, we're going to see some real serious legal court battles going on if something like that happens, where Max Verstappen literally steals Hamilton's seat. I mean, it's not him stealing Hamilton's seat literally, but more that Ferrari decide to change their mind and decide to tell Lewis Hamilton that they're not interested in him anymore. And I mean, it could well be a situation where Hamilton doesn't even have a seat for 2025 and he's pretty much done. I mean, yes, I know from Hamilton's performances earlier on this season, he's not been driving very well. He's been getting outpaced by Russell, and I have to say, there have been cynics that have been saying that Hamilton's move to Ferrari is something of a cash grab because now he is nearly 40 years old and he's probably never going to be like the same driver again, nor will he ever get a chance to like earn loads of money because, of course, Mercedes literally told him to shut up when he begged them for an ambassadorial role. I mean, as for Carlos Sainz, I mean, this is really tough because I think Audi said recently that they're not going to wait for Carlos Sainz to make a decision on whether he wants to actually join Red Bull in the next few months, and that he's got to make his mind about ASAP. So Carlos Sainz has got a lot more options on the table, but it really does seem like he really doesn't know what to do, and I don't blame him because he's got Mercedes, Red Bull, Aston Martin, and Audi to choose from, and I have to say, I am really not sure, but if I was Carlos Sainz, considering he's 30 years old, I would go and pick Red Bull because that is his best chance of actually becoming a world champion. Because as for Aston Martin and Mercedes, you can't be sure. They're not quite there yet. And as for Audi, Sauber are just at the back of the grid, and who knows where they'll be in 2026. I mean, I'm trying to think what's